point online.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're putting in all this effort to build a presence,
yeah.
but not seeing the results that you want.
It's tough out there.
It really is, and
It's super
that's why this deep dive is going to be so valuable for you.
competitive.
We are breaking down a session
Right.
from a digital marketing workshop.
Yes. And what's so cool about this one is that
Mhm.
it blends practical advice for both personal branding and business growth.
Oh, that's
It's
clear.
like a double dose of insight to amplify your presence online.
Love this. So this isn't just
Yeah.
a surface level overview. We're diving deep.
We're getting into the nitty gritty of crafting a strategy that works.
Exactly. And the session
Mhm.
kicks off with a focus on goal setting.
Oh, yeah.
And you might be thinking,
I know.
goals. I know.
Been there.
I know. But the expert makes a really interesting point.
Yeah.
The importance of specificity, especially when it comes to time.
Especially when it comes to time, because
Yeah.
they even admit their own struggles
Um,
with ambition versus procrastination.
I think we've all been there.
Right, big dreams.
Yeah.
But sometimes those deadlines,
Yeah.
they're hard to set.
They are, and it highlights why
Exactly.
those SMART goals,
Yes.
specific,
Yes.
achievable,
Relevant.
time bound,
Time bound are so important. It's like having an accountability partner.
Yeah.
Built right into the goal.
Exactly.
It's not just a vague idea
Well,
floating around. It's a commitment
it could be
with a deadline.
with a deadline, yes.
And speaking of specificity,
Okay.
that's where this next point comes in.
Okay.
Understanding your buyer persona.
Super important.
This is where it gets strategic.
Yeah,
You need to know who you're talking to online.
for sure.
It's not just age, gender, location.
Right.
It's going deeper.
It's going deeper. Yeah.
The expert encourages us to think about,
Our ideal customer or client's daily routine,
okay,
their interests,
your interest.
even their values.
Interesting.
Like, what are their pain points?
Uh-huh.
What solutions are they looking for?
Right.
What language do they even use online?
What language are they speaking?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like painting a portrait of your ideal audience so you can create content that speaks directly to them.
That's where keyword research comes in.
Keyword research, because if you're
Right.
using language that your target audience isn't searching for, it's like speaking a different
You're
language
speaking a different language.
altogether.
Yeah. And the expert points out that depending on your field,
Yeah.
you might need to like research industry specific jargon,
Oh, interesting.
right? Because you want to be
Okay.
speaking the same language.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, literally and figuratively.
Okay. So where do we even begin?
Yeah, that's the question.
With keyword research, are we just supposed to guess
Right.
what people are typing into Google?
So, luckily, there are tools.
Okay.
There are some really handy tools
Yeah.
that the expert mentioned.
Yeah.
Google Trends and Google Keyword Planner.
Oh, those are great.
Yes, these can help you uncover
Okay.
this valuable search term.
Awesome. So helpful. And this next point
Yeah.
might surprise you. The expert tackles a common misconception.
Okay.
SEO
Huh?
isn't just for businesses.
That's right.
You might think of it as something that only big companies
Yeah.
worry about.
Right.
But integrating SEO principles
Yeah.
into your personal website or portfolio can make you
Can make you
much more visible
more visible. Yeah,
to potential employers or clients.
for sure.
It's like shining a spotlight on
Yes,
your skills and experience,
exactly.
making it easier for the right people
To the right people
to find you.
to find you.
And one of the often overlooked aspects of SEO is website loading speed.
Oh, yeah.
You might not think it matters, but the expert reveals that Google actually factors that
Yeah,
into their rankings.
they do.
Wait, really? So if my website
Yeah.
takes forever to load,
Yeah,
it could actually hurt my chances of showing up
it can. It can.
in search results.
Yeah.
Wow.
Large images are often a big culprit
Oh, really?
in slow load times.
Okay.
But the good news is there's a simple fix.
Oh, good.
Resize and compress your images
Okay.
before uploading them. There are free tools available online
That's great.
that can do this.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So even if you're not a tech whiz,
right.
you can still optimize
You can optimize.
your website for speed.
Exactly.
Now let's get to the heart of it all.
Okay.
Content.
Content meat.
What kind of content does Google actually reward?
Good question.
What do they like?
The expert is a big advocate for quality over quantity. They really emphasize creating content that provides value.
Mhm.
Here are
Okay.
Forget clickbait and fluff.
Yeah.
Focus on long form informative pieces.
Interesting, because you would think
Yeah.
in a world of short tension spans and constant scrolling,
Exactly.
that short form content would be king.
Yeah. You would think that.
But it seems Google actually favors
Google likes those in-depth pieces.
those in-depth pieces.
Yeah, and there's a good reason for that.
Yeah, what?
Think about it, long form content. It allows you to really explore a topic thoroughly, provide those valuable insights,
Yeah.
and showcase your expertise.
Yeah.
And it's more likely to keep people on the page longer, which signals to Google that you're providing real value,
Right.
which can ultimately boost your ranking.
It's not just about
Hear that.
links.
Well, it's about
Right.
using that space
Yes.
to create something really helpful and insightful.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. And here's another strategy
Okay.
that can boost your content's visibility.
Okay.
Internal linking.
Internal linking.
This is something you can do
Yeah.
right now to improve your
Yeah.
site structure and signal to Google
Uh-huh.
that your content is worth
Yeah.
paying attention to.
It's worth looking at.
Remind me what internal linking is.
Okay, so internal linking is
Yeah.
the practice of linking
Okay.
to other relevant content within your own website.
Okay.
So for example, if you're writing a blog post about website design,
Okay.
you can link to another post you've written
Got it.
about SEO.
So it's like creating this web
Exactly.
of
It
interconnected information
is a web.
that helps visitors navigate your site
Yes,
and discover more
and discover more. Yeah,
of your content.
exactly. And Google sees these internal links
Oh, good.
as a sign that your
Yeah.
site is well organized and authoritative. It shows that you're strategically creating a cohesive body of work.
Yeah.
But let's get even deeper into the specifics of what Google really loves when
Yeah.
it comes to your website.
Yeah.
So let's get granular
Okay.
and talk about on-page SEO,
Okay.
optimizing each piece of content on your website,
Okay.
like giving Google a VIP tour,
I like it.
highlighting all the reasons your website deserves
Yeah.
a top spot in those search results.
Okay. I'm ready for the tour.
Okay, let's go.
Where do we start?
First impressions matter.
Yes.
And in the digital world, that first impression is your title,
The title.
a headline that appears in search results and on your website.
Okay.
So it needs to grab attention
Right.
and accurately reflect what's on the page.
So it's not just about
Right.
being clever or catchy.
No, it actually needs to align with what's on the page.
Okay.
Google uses titles to understand what your content is about.
Clarity is key.
Clarity is key, yeah, and a well-crafted title that incorporates relevant keywords
Yes.
can entice users to click,
Mhm.
driving traffic to your site.
Keywords, right? We talked about
Keywords, exactly.
earlier. Where
Yeah.
else?
So where else do keywords come into play?
Yeah.
Think about your URL,
Okay.
those web addresses that identify each page.
Okay.
Ideally, they should be concise, descriptive,
Okay.
and include tweets.
I've noticed some websites have
Yeah,
really long, messy URLs.
yeah.
Does that really matter?
It can.
Right.
A clean URL is easier for Google to understand
Okay.
and for users to share.
Okay.
The expert points out that many content management systems,
Uh-huh.
like WordPress,
Yeah.
automatically generate URLs from your title,
Okay.
which is a good starting point.
Right.
But it's worth taking a moment
Yeah.
to customize them if needed, especially if your title's super long or includes words
Yeah.
that aren't really relevant
Okay.
to the actual content.
Got it. So we've covered titles and URLs.
Yes.
What else should we be optimizing?
Think about when you're browsing search results.
Okay.
What makes you click on one link over another?
Yeah.
Often it's that little snippet of text
Yes.
below the title, the meta description.
Right. Sometimes it's like
Yeah.
summary of the content. Other times it's like
Yeah,
a mini sales pitch.
exactly.
Do those actually matter for SEO?
While they don't directly impact your ranking,
Okay.
think of them as your elevator pitch to potential visitors.
Yeah.
Compelling meta description
Okay.
can significantly increase your click-through rate,
Okay.
which indirectly signals to Google
Okay.
that your content is relevant and engaging.
So it's worth putting
Yeah.
some effort into crafting those
Check out
descriptions.
those descriptions.
What are some best practices?
Okay, so keep them concise,
Okay.
clear, and benefit driven.
Okay.
Use keywords strategically, but focus on enticing the reader and highlighting the value they'll get from clicking through.
Okay,
It's about piquing curiosity
okay.
and making that link irresistible.
I love that. Now I have a confession.
Okay,
I'm a visual person,
okay,
and I'm always drawn to websites with great imagery.
yeah,
But I've also heard that images can, slow down loading time.
that is true.
Yeah.
Images can enhance your content,
Right.
but they can also be a burden
Yeah.
if they're not optimized.
How do we find that balance?
Yeah, how do we find that balance?
Between visuals and speed.
Okay, so first consider file size.
Outside.
Large image files can significantly increase loading time. The good news is there are free tools available
Good.
that can help you resize and compress images
Great.
without sacrificing too much quality.
Awesome.
It's a simple step that can make a big difference.
That's a great tip.
Yeah.
What about the actual content of the images?
Oh, yeah.
Does that matter?
That matters too. When you upload an image, you typically have the option to add a title and description.
Okay.
Often referred to as alt text.
Alt text.
This is another opportunity to weave in those keywords
Okay.
and tell Google what your image is about.
I see.
Plus, it makes your website more accessible
Okay.
to users with visual impairment who use screen readers.
So it's not just about aesthetics.
No, it's about
It's about providing context
providing context
and making our
and
content
making it accessible.
more accessible to everyone. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of content,
Okay.
the expert also mentioned something about
Yes.
regularly updating our content,
Yeah.
particularly blog posts.
Uh-huh.
Is this really necessary?
Think of it this way.
Okay.
Would you rather read a news article
Okay.
from yesterday
Okay.
or one from 5 years ago?
Point taken.
Okay.
Fresh content keeps things relevant and engaging, but is Google really paying attention to
Yeah. Are they paying attention?
how often we update our website?
They are regularly updating your content signals to Google that your site is active and relevant. It shows that you're providing fresh perspectives and keeping up with the latest trends.
So we should be constantly churning out new content.
Not necessarily. The expert suggests focusing on
Okay.
quality over quantity.
Got it.
It's better to have a handful
Okay.
of well-crafted evergreen pieces
Okay.
that you update periodically
Got it.
than to flood your site with superficial content.
That's really starting to feel
Yeah.
well.
A little bit.
So we can go back and update older posts
Exactly.
rather than constantly
Yes,
start from scratch.
absolutely. You can update information,
Yeah.
add new insights, or even just tweak the publication date to signal to Google
Mm.
that the content is still relevant.
Okay.
But, and this is important, be ethical about it.
Okay.
Don't try to make a post from 5 years ago
Okay.
look like it was written yesterday.
Not trying to trick Google.
We're not trying to trick Google.
Just keep our content fresh and engaging.
Exactly.
Now I feel like we've done a lot of going on.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to hear about those
Okay.
European funding opportunities
The European funding.
that the expert mentioned.
Yes.
It seems like a pretty big leap
It does.
from SEO to
Big leap volunteering.
volunteering. Yeah.
Right.
But there's a fascinating connection here.
Okay.
Okay, so remember how we talked about,
Okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
so the expert brought up this trend
Okay.
that's gaining momentum,
Yeah.
European funding
Hmm.
for volunteering
Okay.
and exchange programs.
Interesting.
It seems Europe is placing a higher value
Mhm.
on these types of experiences,
Okay.
seeing them as investment.
Right. In personal and societal growth.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
But how does this connect to building an online presence?
The connection is
Are we talking about like showcasing these experiences
showcasing. Yeah.
online to attract opportunities?
That's both of it.
Okay.
By highlighting
Sorry.
your experiences, your skills, and global perspective online, you're essentially building a personal brand
Okay,
that resonates with a wider audience.
so it's like we're creating this
Yeah.
ripple effect.
A ripple.
We build a strong online presence,
Right.
which can then open doors
Exactly.
to these incredible international opportunities,
Yes.
which in turn can further enhance our online presence.
It all kind of works together.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cycle
Yeah.
of growth and expansion.
And what's so exciting about this is the potential for funding.
Funding, yeah.
It means that financial barrier that might prevent people from participating.
Exactly.
And these programs are being lowered.
Being low, that's huge.
That's huge. It makes these opportunities
Right.
more accessible
There's more.
to a wider range of people.
Yes,
What are we talking about
Yeah.
specifically? What kind of programs
yeah, what kinds of programs?
are receiving this funding?
Well, the expert didn't get into specific programs,
Okay.
but they emphasize the diversity
Right.
of what's available.
Okay.
There are programs focused on
Mhm.
skill development,
Okay.
cultural exchange, environmental conservation,
Wow.
social entrepreneurship,
Okay.
and so much more.
So there's something
There's something for everyone.
for everyone.
Yeah.
And how do we even begin
Right, how do we even find these?
to explore these opportunities? Where do we go
Yeah, where do we go?
to find out more?
That's the challenge that the expert leaves us with,
Yeah.
to be proactive. Do your research,
Mhm.
explore online resources,
Oh.
connect with organizations
Yeah.
that specialize in these programs,
Right.
and see what aligns with your interests and goals.
I love it. It's like
Yeah,
we're being given this treasure map,
a treasure map.
but we have to go out
You gotta go find it.
and discover the treasure for ourselves.
Exact.
And that's where having
where
a strong online presence
that presence
can be a real asset.
can be a real asset.
Imagine reaching out to
Yeah,
potential host organization
right,
and having a portfolio website
exactly.
or a LinkedIn profile that showcases
Yes.
your skills, your experience,
That global mindset.
that global mindset.
Yeah.
It's like saying, here I am, world,
Here I am,
ready to make a difference.
ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wow. This deep dive has been an incredible journey. We started with the foundational elements
a
of
foundation of
digital marketing,
digital marketing,
dove into the specifics of SEO,
all those little details.
and now we're exploring these amazing opportunities,
Right.
personal and professional growth
Yeah,
on a global scale.
on a global scale.
It's a reminder
Mm.
that the internet is not just a tool
It's not just a tool.
for consuming information.
No,
It's a platform
it's a platform for connection,
for creating
for
connections,
building communities,
building communities,
and making a real impact.
and making a real impact.
Yeah,
And whether you're looking to
yeah,
land that dream job,
yeah,
launch a successful business,
yeah.
or simply
First,
share your passions with the world,
share what you
the
want.
strategies we've uncovered today
Yeah,
can help you make it happen.
can help you make it.
It all starts with taking that first
So
step.
that first step.
So what will your next move be? That's it for this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.